Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. If you're new, welcome. If you're a veteran, welcome back. Thank you for watching and listening. Today, we're going to learn the word Ranos.
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 See, when I was a little kid, I couldn't say R and R, which are essential letters in Czech alphabet. So instead of R, I would say R.
So they were
like this, and so you sound like an idiot, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to sound like an idiot, you know, and so I practiced, you know, and I would walk. I would go for a little hike, and I would walk, and every step I would say the word with R, like prdel. Means asshole in Czech, you know.
young Hans.
Yeah, and you know, and different words with R, you know. So every step I made was a word with, and I learned to say R. You know,
Eventually, just
never give up. Remember that?
Yeah, never give up.
And so, why am I talking about this?
I just pronounced it.
Ranos. Ranos. Yeah, Ranos. Yeah. So
give us the.
So Ranos. I learned this from Jiří Novotný. You know, it's a very important characteristic of working dogs. You know, there's a misconception that Czech dogs are maturing slowly, which is not true, right? They'll tie it together, don't worry. And that's not true because, you know, the Czech dogs have more defense, and defense kicks in a little later than prey. So, you know, people who like prey monkey dogs, they think they're earlier kicking in, in their protective for protection training. Yeah. But, you know, prey, as we know, is not for protection. Prey is for hunting chipmunks and stuff. Yeah. Like topožížo.
We don't do it.
Anyway, just kidding. And, man, this water is bubbly already.
Hans been giving Topo Chico earlier. Now I gave him another, but that's not as lethal.
So if I'm going to belch, just forgive me, guys. So Ranos, right? It's there's no word for it in English. I looked it up. So I kind of translated. Yeah, like Rano means morning or early. He's Rani, means he's early. He's developing early into something. So I call Ranos, I call it earliness, which is not word, I don't think, in English, but it describes what it is. Yeah. You know, so let's say dog starts being protective in defense at 5 months or 2 months. Yeah. So the one who is 2 months is earlier. Right? So he has higher ranost, higher earliness. And unfortunately, that's being lost these days, this type of evaluation of the puppies, because people, like, you know, they infantilize the dogs. I think that's a word.
What is that word? I don't even know.
Infant.
Infant. Baby. I mean, baby.
They like them. You know, the eyes are further apart, like on a baby, and
bigger
and
forehead.
They act longer, like a puppies.
Yeah. Okay.
And so they're more kind of fun, like a puppies, because people like puppies. Yeah. So they naturally selecting these dogs, and they killing the Ranost.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Because we wanna. Strong Ranos, we want the dog to start developing fast. Yeah. You know, because if you were like in Czech Border Patrol, you know, they would always select the puppies which were the earliest in doing certain things. Like being protective. You know, let's say you have 10 puppies on your driveway and somebody is coming towards you. Yeah. And there's gonna be one puppy go forward and start barking. Yeah. He has high Ranost. That's a puppy you want. You know? Yeah. You know, you
and it shows there already. Like it's there. Like it's
Yeah, but it means that that dog has the capability to be, you know, and it comes from wolf, you know, when they get out of the den, sooner they get out of the den, sooner they can start hunting and all that, and sooner they, and higher probability of survival,
and so on and so forth,
breedability, and so on.
Yeah.
So from natural point of view, the Ranos, or the early nest, I call it.
It's fine.
I don't know how
I think people understand it. Yeah.
You know, it's really important.
Yeah.
You know. It's really important that you look at that characteristic. And most people, have ever heard anybody talking about this?
Not really. Yeah.
You know, they say, you know, the Czech dogs, you know, as I said, they say Czech dogs are slow to mature.
Yeah.
But that's not true.
Yeah.
You know, it's the defense drive, as I already said. Yeah. And so that's one of the things we should look in the dogs, and we should, when we have a litter of puppies, you know, or when you go buying puppy from some lady, you know, who breeds dogs, you ask her which puppy is the earliest doing things, which puppy was born first, which puppy was in the middle of the middle tit first, always first, which puppy would start eating solid food first, which puppy would be protective first, which puppy would chase a tennis ball. You can get puppies and roll a tennis ball in front of them, and there's going to be one which is going to go ahead of the others.
Yeah.
So, you know, and there's difference, you know, for different characteristics, it may be different.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, especially, let's say, if you want to do search and rescue dog or detection dog, you want him to start chasing ball or displaying prey drive sooner than the other. That's the one you want. Yeah. Right? Yeah. In protection, like I call it about porch training, you know, you sit on the porch, you know, and neighbors coming to and
Myrna,
yeah.
Somebody asked about Myrna.
People ask about Myrna.
Somebody asked about
and the dog starts barking it, you know, so you look at which puppy starts barking first.
Yeah.
You know, you may have a kennel, and I let puppies out in the kennel. Yeah. And there's 6 puppies or 10 puppies. Yeah. And some strangers coming, and some of the puppies are oblivious. Yeah. You know, others sleep, and one of them is going to pop up and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, he does it at 6 weeks. Yeah. So he has a high Ranos. Yeah. Very important characteristics if you want to breed working dogs. Yeah. And you keep that puppy and then breed that puppy. Mm-hmm. Of course, you got to look at other characteristics. Yeah. You know, it's again conglomerate of different characteristics. Yeah. So you don't want to get hung up on one thing. Yeah. But this is one of the more important things, I think, when you evaluating a dog, you know, puppy, you know, as they mature. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Yeah. Ranos. Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's a whole history of that. And as Hans says, it's not just that one thing. What was that paperwork you showed me? That pink paperwork that was for the Border Patrol, the Czech Border Patrol.
Yeah, that was a SWOT mladi, they call it, which means
8 months.
Testing of the at 8 months, right? They were two. You know, they would call all the dogs which potential would be breeding dogs, and they evaluate them, and they test their physical. They measure their physical properties. And they would also test their temperaments and stuff.
Yeah, and they had like scores or whatever on this paper. Each dog had that.
Right. But you know, when you buying puppy, you can ask the breeder. You know, so from these puppies, which one would be the first one who eats solid food? Mm-hmm. And that's you may want to watch that one. Mm-hmm. You know. Which is the one who starts first barking when something goes wrong. Yeah. That's the one you want. Yeah. But again, be careful what you wish for. If you have a hectic family with 7 children there.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
You may not want that. Yeah. Maybe you may be the one which sleeps in the corner through the thunderstorm. Yeah. You know, and gunfight.
Yeah. Because you bred many puppies, so you experienced this yourself personally.
Yeah, so. And I would hold the one like Sarko was. He was very early.
How was Gus, the brother? Because he's so
Gus was not. Yeah.
And it's still to the day.
Yeah.
What was Garrett did the banged on the door. We were doing protection. It's so funny.
Yeah, I brought one dog, which I don't normally work for. I brother to one of my dogs, which is
If you enjoyed this content so far, please subscribe to our channel. Also, Hans has a podcast channel called Dog Training for Life. Check that out so you can listen to the audio version.
Which I work a lot with. And I have him in the crate in the back seat. And I told Garrett, my decoy, go agitate him in the back seat. The Gus, not Sarko. And he went there and he tried his darn as well. And I was standing a little bit on the side. And and I said, so what did he do, right?
Yeah.
And Garrett said he opened one eye.
One eye.
So he was not very around.
But it stayed, that Ranos, right? It didn't,
Yeah.
it kind of, you saw the Ranos.
Yeah, he's telegraphing you ahead.
Yeah.
You know, what is he going to be, you know? What is
It doesn't mean I mean, again, as you said, though, you don't want a family that's very hectic.
Yeah, Gus would be perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
And he's still protective.
Yeah.
You know, if he's on leash next to me, I give him command, he protects.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
But when he's in the crate, and he said no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go. Ranos.
Ranos. It's a good one. So, all right. If you're interested in learning, I mean, or you want to build a personal protection dog, Hans has a 4-part video series. Make sure you go 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order if you were going to purchase separately.
Yeah, and people still ask me, well, should I get the number 3?
No.
I said, no, you got to start with 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4.
It's literally in order. Yeah, so they're put in order. But if you buy the whole package, we do give a discount. Hans gives a discount on that, and he also gives support.
20%.
20% discount, and has support, like a phone support, like over the email, and you can talk to Hans.
Coaching, so people.
Yeah, and that's been probably the most popular one. Is that I mean, out of all the people tend to get the big package.
Yeah, well, because you can save $75 or whatever.
Yeah, it's 20% off. So and eventually you need the other parts too.
Eventually, anyway, if you want to continue with it.
So you
but
need
some people want to test it and see, if it's worth it, so they buy the one. But
yeah, and Hans says the first one is literally one of the most important.
Well, they're all important.
They're all, but like that is the foundation, right?
Yeah, you cannot do it without the one.
Yeah. So also if you're looking for obedience, out of drive obedience, meaning Hans doesn't use any cookies or toys. That type of obedience, which is like unheard of these days. But he has a video on that. Also, some other videos. So go to Alpine Canine Real, like realistic, and you'll see all those videos there. Also, if you're looking for a puppy or a young adult trained dog, Hans also has that. They're imported from the Czech Republic. So they're not here in the States, and I'll give Hans a call about that.
Yeah, give me a call. I prefer calls, but if you're shy and want text, I'll
just email.
I adjusted to texting.
Yeah,
I never understood, when somebody want to buy a $10,000 dog and they texting me. It was kind of weird.
Yeah,
but in this culture, it's normal, so I kind of I'll communicate with.
But
text.
would talk to you over the phone.
Eventually, we will have to talk anyway. So.
Yeah. So it's all that information is down below this video. Please subscribe, share. That kind of helps the channel. And again, if you're new, thanks for listening. And we will see you guys next time.
Ahoy.